All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Six Questions with Alana. That's me. And with us today, we have one of our student choreographers, Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi.
Hi. We're going to talk about your piece from our spring 23 show, The Other Side, which was beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration and creative process for this one?
Yeah, so I don't know why, but the day of choreography auditions, I was like, I have to make a piece about sirens in Greek mythology. I don't know. I've always been interested in the subject, and so I was like, you know what, this is going to be my next piece idea. And I wanted the movement quality they had, the intention, their personality to be on stage. So I kind of just took that idea and I ran with it throughout the whole semester. So
Yeah, well, it came across very beautifully. How did you go about choosing the music, the costumes, the lighting played a big role too? Can we kind of talk about those things?
Yeah, so the music came easily after I used Jen's website that she finds all of her music on. There was a song for like a siren song that I knew was going to be the background to set the tone for the whole piece. And
Mhm.
then I found a lyric section talking about how they want to get the person or take them to safety. And I was like, oh, wow, that's perfect for how a siren interacts with an audience, you know? So I
Mhm.
wanted to edit those together. So I used those pieces of music. And then as far as costumes, I wanted it to be very simple and sleek. Like I had dark colors to go with the mood of the ocean.
Mm.
So it's blues, purples, greens. And I also knew we had the big whole mesh tops in the
Yeah.
costume shop. So I knew I wanted to use those too. And I also didn't want there to be a big difference between a male and female dancer. They're all sirens. They're all one being.
Mhm.
So, they're all going to be the same. Um, and then lighting was how we made the ocean come together. I had like the moonlight coming in from the
Mhm.
top. That was the main thing that I was like, oh, Crystal, we have to have the light of moon so that we
Oh,
can
I
see.
love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it worked out really well with the all the lights that we have in the stage. And then we also had some haze going on to get
Mhm.
that effect of over the water, like over the waves at night. Um, so yeah, everything kind of just came together to create this environment of creepy, sinister at night sirens. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
nice.
That's so funny. Um, how did you use the different experience and styles of the dancers you in your cast to showcase their talents?
Yeah, so that was really nice for me to have a full group of experienced dancers who have
Mm.
worked with them, who have worked with each other before.
Yeah.
I feel like those two aspects really came together with our whole process in general. Like they learned everything super fast, and we were able to clean and add in personality and intention during parts instead of just like to me teaching movement a bunch
Mhm.
of times.
Yeah.
And especially with the duets for the introduction, we were able to play with these people work with each other, and then these people try this, and I'll give you some direction on how to make this character come to life with each other.
Mhm.
So that was really nice to be able to set up the environment by having them create movement they were comfortable with
Yeah.
and kind of just like yeah, it was just a really fun play environment for that first couple minutes of the piece.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, did you do anything choreographically out of your comfort zone? If so, how was that experience for you?
I think the main thing I did that I don't usually do was having a direct focus out into the audience. I feel like every time
Mhm.
I dance or every time I choreograph, I like making it internal and not showing my face as much or showing the performers' faces. So yeah, I wanted it to be clear that you are going to have to look at the audience. You're going to have to give
Mhm.
them your personality, and it's going to be weird, but it's going to make the piece what it needs to be. So that was like the main thing that I was
Yeah.
like, I don't normally do
It's
that,
very
but it
true
was
for
fun.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't often break the fourth wall.
exactly. It
Yeah.
was it was nice. It was interesting. So,
Yeah. That's awesome. It turned, yeah. I mean, it was beautiful. We were all captivated by it. That's for
oh,
sure.
good.
Was there any challenges that your dancers overcame during either rehearsal, tech, or actually show? Anything that comes to mind?
I think the only thing that I I wouldn't call it a challenge, but something that we noticed throughout the semester was just the time that the rehearsal was at, which
Mm.
was so like it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a big deal, but after a full day of work or dance or
Yeah.
school, you just come into a rehearsal space and you're like, okay, we have to be ready to dance now. We had to be all on the same
Yeah.
page. And it's obvious it's not a tiring or like stamina heavy piece, you know, but it's just like the mindset mainly that was like, we have to present this in a certain way every time you perform it, or else it's not going to look right.
Yeah.
So that was just the main thing, just the time of day it was, but
Yeah,
nothing
having
major.
an evening rehearsal is challenging.
Yeah.
Just mentally to like have to be there.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
mentally show up is half the challenge for an evening rehearsal.
Exactly.
Well, your dancers ended up executing it beautifully, so they pulled it
I
together,
know.
that's for sure. Anything you'd like to say to potential student choreographers or dancers who want to join us at IVC?
Yeah.
Any tips?
Well, I say this every time. Just join. Even if you're a little bit interested in any sort of dance style, I feel like there's so much at IVC. It's so accessible being at a community college. You know, there's
Mhm.
just, it's cheaper and there's classes all the time. And you never know what style you might be intrigued for. Like I took a studio class, like I was trained in the studio for jazz mainly, and then I also did hip hop training. I never did modern dance before this, and now it's literally all I do. So I think it's just, you never know what you're gonna find, you know?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for doing this, Sabrina, and we hope the audience enjoys the other side.
Thank you.